We are discussing about the septic tank. Okay. Here, septic tank is just like a plain sedimentation tank, but in septic tank, the biochemical reactions by anaerobic bacteria take place as in case of sludge digestion tank. Okay, means whatever septic tank is there, in that septic tank whatever sludge is there, we are going to accumulate or we are going to collect it. Whatever waste is there from the WC, that we are going to collect into the septic tank. Okay, and whatever wastewater is there, that wastewater we are trying to remove from that into the soak pit. Okay, means whatever शोष खड्डा जो
बाळू मग की बरं
in that we can release the wastewater. Okay, during the detention period sewage is purified and effluent is taken to soak pit for disposal. Bad smells occurs during the digestion period of sludge, and hence the septic tanks are provided with a cover at top. Okay, whatever septic tanks are there, with to the septic tanks we have to provide the proper cover from the top surface, as well as we have to provide the vent pipe to remove the foul gases. Okay, whatever produced during the detention period or digestion period. Okay, so for that purpose, might be you have seen one pipe which is provided or which is connected to the septic tank, and then after that its height is kept above the terrace level because of to avoid the air pollution. Okay, and all those things. Septic tank should be constructed of materials which are resistant to corrosion. The tanks are constructed watertight. Generally, whatever septic tanks are there, we can construct by using the masonry, in that stone masonry, brick masonry, or RCC material also. Okay, but it should be watertight and it should be free from corrosion material. Okay, then after that, whatever sludge is there coming from the WC, that we are collecting into the septic tank, and for that we are going to whatever septic tank is there, we are going to divide into the 2 or 3 compartments to accumulate or to collect the sludge properly. Okay, means whatever inlet is there, if suppose discharge of the inlet, or we can say velocity of the discharge, okay, is more whenever the sludge is carrying through the pipes, at that time its velocity will be more. And due to the provision of the septic tanks, means there we are going to provide the large area, means if we are going to provide the large area, then its velocity will get reduces, and due to that sedimentation process will be there, means whatever particle matter silt is there or whatever sludge is there, it will get settled down, and whatever only water is there, it will goes upward direction, and that water we can remove it by providing the outlet pipe. Okay, and as similar to the grease trap, we have to provide the level difference in between the inlet and outlet in a septic tank also. Generally, whatever level difference is there in a inlet and outlet, we have to provide as a 15 centimeter, that is nothing but the 150 mm. Okay, inlet should be at upper side as compared to the outlet. Okay, here sludge is allowed to accumulated at the bottom of the tank, and it is removed at interval either by manual labor or by pumping. Okay, maybe you have seen how they are going to remove the sludge from the septic tank and all those things. Okay, the capacity of septic tank we have to firstly decide it, means we have to go for the design or calculation by considering the number of users and all those things. Okay, so now we will discuss about the constructional features. Okay, Tank should be filled with water at the time of putting into the working condition. Effluent of tank should be properly disposed of. The direct discharge of such effluent into natural weirs should be discouraged. So we have to go for the construction of the septic tank. Septic tanks may be constructed in a series to act like a two-stage sludge detention tank, but single stage septic tank are very popular. Whatever compartments are there, 1, 2, or 3, okay, according to that. Okay. A septic tank thus combines the functions of a sedimentation tank, a sludge digestion tank, and a sludge storage tank. Okay, accumulation of sludge at the bottom of tank decreases its storing capacity, and hence the septic tanks should be cleaned every 6 to 12 months, but this period should not be preferably exceed 3 years in any case. Okay, means it depends upon the use and the volume of that septic tanks, means after how much time we have to remove the sludge from the septic tank and all those things. Okay, then we are going to discuss about the design aspect of the septic tank. Firstly, we will discuss about its capacity, how to decide the capacity of septic tank. Here, volume of septic tank is decided by taking into consideration the quantity of flow and detention period. It can also be designed on per capita basis, which varies from 60 to 110 liter per person to be served by the septic tank. The space for sludge is kept usually at the rate of 15 to 45 liters per capita per year. Whatever sludge is there, its rate is in between 15 to 45 liters per capita per year. By considering that, we have to go for the removing that sludge. Okay, detention period. The detention period varies from 12 to 72 hours, common being 24 hours. Freeboard is also we have to provide in a septic tank as like 40 centimeter to 60 centimeter, and generally we are preferring the rectangular shape, and whatever its width to length ratio is there, we are going to provide as a 2:4. Okay, means whatever length to width ratio is there, that we are going to provide as a 2:4. So various advantages are there of the septic tank. So for the construction of the septic tank, keen supervision is not required, but water tightening should be there. Then after that, it will be reasonable. It is reasonable in cost. Then after that, there is reduction in the volume of sludge as compared to sludge of plain sedimentation tank. It is about 60% less in volume and about 30% less in weight. Sludge, effluent, and scum obtained from the septic tanks can be disposed of easily without causing serious nuisance and all those things. Okay, means at any time by removing the cap or manhole, you can go for the removing that sludge, okay, or scum. But some disadvantages are also there. If the tank is not properly functioning, the effluent is dark and foul smelling. It is even worse than the effluent, means if the whatever septic tank is there, if it is not working properly, then foul gases or foul smell will be there, and due to that air pollution will be there. Okay, it requires excessive large size for serving more persons. Okay, means whatever size is there, that size will depends upon the number of occupants or user in that particular building. So according to that, we have to go for the provision of the its size. Okay, leakage of gases through the top of septic tank leads to air pollution. Occasional removal of sludge adds to its maintenance cost, and it is very tedious job. Working of septic tank is unpredictable and non-uniform. Means as per the use of the septic tank, okay, means how many occupants are there and how many are using it. According to that, the working of septic tank is unpredictable and non-uniform. So you can see here, this is the septic tank, okay, which is constructed by using the brick masonry. Here, if we consider here, this is the inlet, and here it is the outlet, okay, and here whatever scum and whatever sludge is there will get accumulated in that part, okay. Means whatever water is there, that water will flow from this entrance, okay, or from here also. This is the septic tank, okay. Next point is there, that is rainwater harvesting, okay. Rainwater harvesting is a technique used for collecting, storing, and using rainwater for landscape irrigation and other uses, okay. Means whenever we have rainwater available, at that time we have to collect it, store it, and whenever scarcity of water is there, or whenever necessity is there, at that time you can use that water for different purposes, maybe for landscaping, irrigation, or for washing purpose, bathing purpose, or other uses also, okay. The rainwater is collected from various hard surfaces such as rooftop and other man-made above ground hard surfaces, okay. According to that, two methods are there. One is the surface runoff harvesting, and second one is the rooftop rainwater harvesting, okay. Surface runoff harvesting is nothing but whatever hard surfaces are prepared by the man-made. From those surfaces we have to collect the rainwater during rainy season, and we have to collect it. We have to filter it, means whatever dirt, dust is there, or silt is there, we have to remove it by using the filter, or sometimes by providing the drains and all those things, okay. And then that water directly we can release into the bore wells, or we can store into the storage tanks also, okay. Similarly, for rooftop rainwater harvesting, here you can see this is the building, this is the rooftop, and whatever rainwater is coming on the rooftop, okay, that rainwater is get collected through the gutters, or if in case of sloping roof, we have to go for the provision of such kind of gutters, okay, maybe channel section or trapezoidal section, and we have to connect outlet pipe, okay, one pipe to the gutter to collect the rainwater, okay. Then in case of flat roofs, we have to provide the slope to the flat roof to collect the water. Means any kind of rainwater should not store on the roof, okay. It should be harvested as early as possible. So for that purpose we go for the making koba, okay, or making providing the slope to harvesting the rainwater as early as possible. And we have to provide the some slots or entrance to collect the water, and to those entrance we have to provide the pipes, PVC pipes, and through these PVC pipes we have to collect the rainwater, okay. And before storing that water into the water tanks, or before releasing the water into the bore wells, firstly we have to go for the filtering. Means in that filtration process we have to remove the silt, dirt, or debris, whatever things are there, we have to remove it, and whatever pure water is there, that pure water we have to directly release into the bore wells to recharge the groundwater table. And whenever summer season is there, or whenever scarcity of water is there, at that time you can use the that water from the storage tank also. So storage tank you can construct at the time of construction of your building. Means at basement you can go for the construction of the storage tank, okay. By constructing such a storage tanks, or by releasing the water, you can go for the implementation of rainwater harvesting concept. Generally such concept we have to implement in a urban region, because of in urban region that is nothing but the forest of concrete forest. There fear we are not going to leave any space. So through that space, rainwater will get percolate into the ground surface and the groundwater table will get recharged. Such kind of situation is not there. Means everywhere we are spreading the paved blocks or concrete or flooring and all those things, or footpaths and roads. Okay, due to that, whatever rainwater is there during rainy season, that rainwater will get uh, uh, that rainwater will get released into the gutters, and those gutters are connected to the drainage line or sewer line, or we can say streams, and those streams are connected to the river, and to the river that rainwater will reach to the oceans and seas. Okay, means there is no any possibility to percolate the rainwater into the urban region, but at each and every home you will found the bore wells. Means they are taking only outputs, they are not feeding the inputs. Okay. So whatever groundwater table is there in urban region, it goes down and down, and due to that they are facing the scarcity of water problem. To avoid such problems, we have to go for the implementation of rainwater harvesting concepts. Okay, I think all of you understood about the rainwater harvesting concept. Then next point is there electrification. Two types are there in electrification. One is the conduit wiring and another is the open wiring. Okay, in conduit wiring also two types are there. One is concealed and surface conduit wiring. Okay, firstly we will discuss about the conduit wiring. It consists of a PVC coated wire taken through either steel conduit pipe or plastic pipe. Okay, means whatever wiring is there, that wiring will run through the pipes, maybe plastic pipe or steel pipe. When conduit are over the surface of wall, wiring is called as a surface conduit wiring, and when the conduit are run inside the wall, wiring is called as a concealed conduit wiring. Okay, means suppose if you are going to provide, or if you are going to running the wiring on the surface of the elements of the building, okay, through the conduit, then such kind of wiring is nothing but the surface conduit wiring. And whatever concealed conduit wiring is there, in that case, whatever wall surfaces or whatever surfaces are there of the elements of the structure, okay, we have to form a firstly trench, and by providing the trench we have to make an arrangement of a conduit, and through that conduit we have to go for the running the wiring system, and we have to conceal that conduit by providing the plastering and all those things. Okay, some advantages are there of a conduit wiring system. It is safest wiring system as compared to the open wiring. Appearance is beautiful. There is no risk of cable insulation. It is safe for corrosion and risk of fire. Okay, means in case of any event of fire, it will not catch directly fire. Okay, so due to that also it is too much safe as compared to the open wiring. And if you are going to provide the open wiring, then due to the rat problem and all those things, those rats will remove the cover, okay, or insulating cover of the wiring. Okay, and due to that there will be a possibility of electric shock and all those things. Okay, so generally we are nowadays adopting conduit wiring only instead of open wiring. Okay, might be we have seen about the open wiring, that is nothing but the in godowns and in government offices. Okay, the wiring which is run over the surfaces directly, or sometimes we have to go for the provision of the wooden strip, and on that wooden strip just we have to mount the wire, and we have to run on that wooden strip. Okay, it is unsafe, and its durability will be less as compared to the conduit one, and risk will be more. Risk is more in a open wiring as compared to the conduit wiring. Okay, location of various electrical points and requirements, according to the use or according to the purpose. You have to go for the provision of the electrical points in a different units of the building. Okay, what type of building is there, what type of function you are going to perform in a particular units or in rooms. According to that, you have to go for the provision of the various electrical points in a particular building. Okay, if you are going to consider a living room, in living room, how many number of points are required? One point is required for television, another point is required for AC, air conditioner, or you are using the cooler. Then for that cooler, another point you have to use it. Then another point you have to provide for the ceiling fan, okay, as well as sometimes table fan. And if you want any other mechanical devices into the living room, then for them also you have to provide the different points, electric points. Okay, that is for the lighting purpose, maybe for fluorescent bulb or tubes or LED bulbs. Okay, according to the use or according to a requirement, you have to go for the provision of the different electrical points in a particular rooms. Okay, then last point is there. Okay, that is the earthing. Okay, firstly we will discuss about the earthing. Earthing is the term used for the electrical connection through the general mass of earth. There are various methods of earthing, but the most common method is plate electrode earthing method. Okay, the size of copper plate shall not less than 60 centimeter by 60 centimeter with the thickness of 3.5 mm, and for iron plate we have to use the thickness of the plate as 6.30 mm. Earthing plate should be placed vertically on its edge. The top of edge of the plate should not be less than 1.5 meter below the surface of the ground. Whatever procedure is there for earthing, firstly we have to dig a pit, okay, whose size is 90 centimeter by 90 centimeter by 2.1 meter. Okay, because of whatever height is there of that plate, 60 centimeter is there, and whatever top surface is there of that plate, from that top edge of the plate, 1.5 meter distance should be there in between top edge of that plate and ground surface. So 1.5 meter plus 0.6 centimeter, 0.6 meter. Okay, that is nothing but 2.1, or maybe you can increase it up to the 2.3 meter also. Okay, so 90 centimeter by 90 centimeter by 2.3 meters dig. You have to prepare a pit. Okay, and then you have to firstly you have to prepare a layer by using the charcoal and salt of 15 centimeter to reduce the resistance of the soil. The copper wire or iron wire connect to the earthing plate and put the plate into the pit. Just we have to put that plate into the pit by connecting the copper wire or iron wire. The size of wire should not be less than 5 mm. In case of copper wire, and in case of iron wire it should be 6 mm. Whatever diameter is there, we are using the wire, its diameter should be of 5 mm or 6 mm as per the material, copper or iron wire. Okay, then also we have to fix the funnel to insert the water, okay, or to pouring the water to maintain the safe value of the earth resistant. provide another GI pipe of a 20 mm diameter to pass the earth wire up to above the ground. Okay, means one end of that wire is get connected to the plate, and to run that wire, we have to provide one pipe, and through that GI pipe only we have to run that wire, and that another end of the wire we have to connect to the earthing system in a wiring. Okay. Then after that, we have to fill the remaining part uh, by charcoal and salt. Okay, each 40 kilogram. And then after that, whatever remaining balance bit is there, we have to fill with the soil, and we have to compact it properly. In this way, you have to go for the earthing. Okay.